Let me know in the comment section again if you think what Governor Adeleke did was right or wrong. Do you agree with him? Do you agree that he should have sacked them so they can use the money for their salaries for other things of infrastructure of the state? Or do you believe that since they were already admitted into the civil service, since they were already employed as workers, they should have just let them be? Because now you have, last week you had 12,000 employed people, and then next week you have 12,000 unemployed people again. But it also goes to say a lot. Imagine 12,000 unemployed people. That's loud. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think, if he should have or he should have not. Iranian players decided that they were going to stage a little boycotting to protest the alleged torture and murder of Mahsa Amini, the young Iranian girl who was allegedly tortured to death by the morality police in Iran for not correctly wearing her hijab. Now, their mode of boycott was they were not going to sing the Iranian national anthem in protest of what was done to Mahsa Amini. Hello everyone, it's your favorite host Akpesato and your favorite TV Bloomshire Nigeria. So now we're here in the middle of this beautiful scene. We're here in the heart of Nigeria this beautiful afternoon, bringing you news reviews from all across Nigeria for the past month of November. Now we're bringing everything that happened from the very first day to the very last day. We're bringing all the news, sports, gossip, gist, entertainment, everything that you need to know. On that note, I'm wishing you a happy new month and a happy Christmas. We're already in the Christmas month, so we might as well start the Christmas wishes early. Now, on today's package, we're going from the north to the south, to the east to the west. I'll give you everything. And don't forget, I will always remind you, do not forget to like our video, subscribe, share, and send it to everybody that you know. Bloomshire Nigeria, Bloomshire TV, Bloomshire Nigeria, across all our social media platforms. Now, our first story today is actually a very interesting one. Now, remember a couple of years ago, a young boy from Edo State, Nigeria, Benin City, was found stowing away on an airplane going from Benin to Lagos. Now, he was found hugging the tires of the airplane as the airplane landed, and everybody was like, okay, what's going on? And the boy was, instead of him to answer people, his first point of call was, where was he? And everybody was like, okay, is there something going on? And he found out that he was in Lagos. He got mad. Now, what was the story? Young man thought he was going from Benin City abroad. The plane was going abroad, and he just wanted to go abroad, so he just hugged on to the nearest plane he could find, and he went abroad, according to him. But it was Lagos that he was going to. I don't know what was going on in his head, because Benin City doesn't even have an international airport, so I do not know where he thought he was going. But the moment he found out that he was in Lagos, believe me, he got mad. He was pissed. He was angry at everybody, stating that the plane was supposed to be going abroad. Anyway, that's at the side. So three Nigerian men now were found stowed away on the hull of a ship going from Lagos to Spain. They were found dehydrated and they had a severe case of hypothermia because they had been there for 11 days without food, without water, without shelter, without warmth. And we're like, first of all, what courage, what bravery, but second of all, what sort of, I do not know the mindset to give you the mind to take such a life or death risk. Now, I do not know how they were not seen when they were on the ship though. That's a story for another day. But the moment they were sighted and they got to Spain, the Spanish authorities went close to the ship and asked them what was going on and who were they. And then the ship found out that they were stowaways, they were not registered. But by this time, these men were sick. These men were almost at the point of death. And now the Spanish authorities has taken them to hospital for them to have quick recovery and to get treated for their hypothermia. And I genuinely hope they are okay. We're going to give you updates on whatever is said after that, because we know that it will be continued. It is definitely going to be continued on our next review next week. Now, from now on, we're going to be giving you reviews every week for news reports, entertainment, sports, buzz, gist, gossip, anything you can want, right here on Bloomshire TV. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share our video to everybody. Now, on our next story is a wonderful one. It's a celebratory one for our women. It is celebrating the 16 days of activism for violence against women, which was started on the International Day Against Violence Against Women on 25th of November. Now, every 25th of November, the day is celebrated, and after that, there's a 16 days straight of activism straight into December against gender-based violence, or particularly violence against women. Now, what do we do on the days of activism, 16 days of activism? You just, sensitize people on your own, sensitize people, donate to causes, report people that are domestic violators to the authorities, regular authorities that and sensitize yourself, because also the chain needs to start with you. We need to eradicate completely the violence against women and young girls, against women and girls, violence against women and girls. But we're not biased to gender-based violence. We need to completely eradicate gender-based violence in our Nigeria, and then in our Africa, and then in our world. Now, this 16 days of activism has started. Even if you may not have known about it, you're knowing about it today. So I urge you now to do something in activism, in advocacy against violence against women. Now, on to our next story. The new Naira notes. Nigeria over the month of November had redesigned Naira notes. The federal government said it was to improve the economy. It was to, make it better. It was to make the notes pretty finer, according to them, and to also improve the value of the Naira. But the notes came out. They were supposed to be unveiled within December, and then they got unveiled in November. The notes came out and met mixed feelings. Nigerians had so many things to say about the Naira notes. Some said they preferred it the way it was before. Some said they preferred it now. Some said it will help the Naira. Some said it will not help the Naira. So I want to know what you think about it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the redesigned Naira notes. Do you think it is going to improve the economy, or do you think it is not going to make any difference? Also, do you like the Naira notes, or do you not like them, or you don't mind, so long as the money is in your hand, you will spend it? Anyway, I think I belong to the category of, if the money is in my hand, I will spend it. The color and shape of the Naira note is not really my concern. I want the money in my hand. So anyway, off to our next story. Osun State over the month of November inaugurated a new governor, senator. He was a senator previously, Senator Ademola Adeleke. Now he got inaugurated within the month, and on the first day of his coming into office, he sacked 12,000 workers. He sacked 12,000 workers in a day. Everybody was shocked. Everybody had so much to say. Everybody was like, why would he do something like that? But further investigation revealed that his actions were a counteraction against what the previous governor had done. So apparently, allegedly, the previous governor, ex-governor Oyetola, had employed 12,000 workers a week before he was supposed to hand over the governorship to Senator Adeleke. Now we're like, what would make him do such a thing? Why would he employ 12,000 workers that he knows are not going to be under his jurisdiction anymore? And I do not know if he made arrangements for them. I do not know that. But what I know is that Senator Adeleke, Governor Adeleke, I beg your pardon, decided that he was not going to have them, and they were not going to be able to cater for them, and then he sacked them. I can only wonder what was going on in the people's minds. Like, I got a job last week, and next week I don't have the job. That's heartbreaking, to be very honest. That is heartbreaking. I don't know what I would do if I was in that position. But anyway, let me know in the comment section again if you think what Governor Adeleke did was right or wrong. Do you agree with him? Do you agree that he should have sacked them so that they can use the money for their salaries, for other things of infrastructure of the state? Or do you believe that since they were already admitted into the civil service, since they were already employed as workers, they should have just let them be? Because now you have, last week you had 12,000 employed people, and then next week you have 12,000 unemployed people again. But it also goes to say a lot. Imagine 12,000 unemployed people. That's loud. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think, if he should have or he should have not. Again, on the federal government's bomb-dropping, shocking and spontaneous implementation of new policies, over the past month of November, the federal government reintroduced history as a compulsory subject in curriculum in schools. This is coming 13 whole years after it was abolished. Now, I do not know why history was abolished in our schools, because I personally believe history is it's very important for every child to know, because there's a saying that the person that knows where they are coming from will know where they are going to. But anyway, past in the past, present in the present, I want to know what will happen to the people that are maybe in SS1 or SS2, that last year they didn't have to do history, and this year now they have to do history, and they have to do history at the level of the school they are in. Imagine someone that hasn't done history since primary school having to write it in WAEC. Thank God I have graduated from secondary school. Now on to our next story. This one is on a bit sad tempo, because this is December, and we know December, and we know how sales, December sales. Every business person is looking forward to December sales, because people usually just save and buy everything at the end of the year for the next coming year. So in the month of November, over the past month, fire gutted Onitsha main market in Anambra State, Nigeria. If you know Onitsha main market is the biggest market in the whole of Africa. Okay, let's say West Africa, but in the whole of Africa, really, to be very honest. So the Onitsha main market was recently gutted down by fire, and billions of naira worth of goods were destroyed. I do not know where those people want to start from, because honestly, if you know business, if you know traders, you will know that for December sales, people can take loans, people can take grants, people can borrow money. And imagine taking a loan for December sales to stock your shop for December sales, and then fire happens. Fire is unplanned, we all know. But when it happens, it is usually very, very devastating. But that is why we always say you should always have fire preventing measures put in place in your workplace, in your house, in your school, in your place of work, in your shop. Now imagine if every of those people had fire extinguishers in their shop, or they had fire blankets, or they had sand buckets. Like we always teach preventive measures against fire. The fire will have not spread across the market the way it did, and I'm sure very little of the things lost right now would have been lost. But we can imagine. Anyway, we sympathize with them, and we hope maybe the government will give them aids. We really hope they do, but if they don't, fire's accidents, nobody plans for it. And another thing to do is you should also have fire insurance. A word is enough for the wise. Fire insurance, and you should also take care of yourself. Anyway, I think that is all on the world of reality news. We have touched across all the highlights of November in our Nigerian reality news. Now we should go on to the World Cup, Qatar 2022. Who is excited? Of course I am. It started in the month of November, and it has been amazing. Another thing to note is that Nigeria did not qualify for the World Cup, but Nigerians are well represented at the World Cup. We are there, our food is there, our music is there, our people are there, our flag is everywhere there. Nigerians are well represented. Trust Nigerians, we will always appear present. Anything is happening, anywhere it's happening, we are definitely going to be there. Nigerians are in the World Cup. But anyway, please go watch the World Cup and accurately predict the scores and predict the winner of the World Cup, and stand a chance to win something very special. It have a touch of me in it, but it's sponsored by Bloomshire Nigeria. Stand a chance to win something very important. Now, still on the World Cup, Iran has had 2 match fixtures in the past in the group stage, and they did well, they did okay, but that's not what we're there for. Iranian players decided that they were going to stage a little boycotting to protest the alleged torture and murder of Mahsa Amini, the young Iranian girl who was allegedly tortured to death by the morality police in Iran for not correctly wearing her hijab. Now, their mode of boycott was they were not going to sing the Iranian national anthem in protest of what was done to Mahsa Amini, because according to them, the authorities were not saying anything concerning Mahsa Amini. Now, note that the death of Mahsa Amini sparked a worldwide outrage across the entire month of November, because everybody felt what was done to her was very unjustified and it was just wrong. She was a 16-year-old girl who went out and was caught not correctly covering her hair with the hijab, and the morality police arrested her and tortured her, and then she died. The Iranian footballers succeeded in their first game. They succeeded in not singing national anthem, but then reports came that the authorities, I do not know if they had agents in Qatar, took them to the airport and detained them at the airport for not singing the Iranian national anthem. So I do not know what went on within the closed doors of their detainment, but by their next match fixture against England, they were singing the anthem. This sparked mixed signals from the Iranians who were present there that day, because they had expected that the Iranian national team would continue to boycott it as long as they were in the World Cup as agreed. But they found that they were singing. Some people cried, some people were annoyed, some people were indifferent. But we hope that justice comes for Mahsa Amini and her family, and we'll send hugs and sympathy to her family. Our thoughts are with them at this time. Now, moving away from sports, the world of sports, we're going into entertainment. And we are starting with our own home musician, David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, who happens, by the way, to be the cousin of the newly inaugurated governor of Osun State, Governor Ademola Adeleke. So Davido was seen out on his first outing since the loss of his first son, Ifeanyi Adeleke. at the inauguration of his uncle as a new governor. Now, everybody was happy to see him because since the death of his son on October 31st, he had been mum and mute and numb. Nobody had heard from him or his fiancée, alleged wife, Choma. Fiancé, rumors are that they're married now, so nobody had heard from him or Choma in the whole month. Nobody had heard anything from the family, and it was really heartfelt to see them come out for their families, to see him come out for his family and represent. And his wife was there, his fiancé was there, and he was there. And it was good to see that they're picking their life back up from the loss of their child and they're trying to move on. And our thoughts and prayers are with them at this time, and our congratulations too are with the governor on his new inauguration. Now, moving on, veteran actress Rita Dominic over the past month got married to her husband Fidelis Anosike, who is a TV presenter and a career businessman. Now, the traditional wedding had happened earlier in the year, but the church wedding happened over the past month in England. Now, it was star-studded as expected. Her best friend Kay Henshaw was one of the bridesmaids. The bridesmaids were stunning, the bride was stunning, the groom was stunning. It was a winter wedding, so they were cold. It was a winter wedding and it was a very happy event, and everybody was there. And we wish them very well. We wish them happy married life. We wish them success in all their endeavors, and wish their family all the good things. Our prayers and thoughts are with them at this time. Now, moving on, still on good news, popular skit maker and comedian Bukumi Adeaga Ilori, popularly known as Kiki, welcomed her first child, Shanaola Ilori, over the month of November. Now, this is coming after she announced her pregnancy a few months ago, shockingly, and everybody was shocked. She announced she was able to, while performing skits, she was able to completely hide her pregnancy from the entire view of the media. And I commend her for that. That is not easy to do. Anyway, the baby girl was welcome, and she posted a picture of the baby girl, caption "Welcome my little girl," on her Instagram page, Kiki. And we have our congratulations are in order for her and her husband and their new child. Now, moving on, and we're now branching another sad part. Popular veteran gospel singer Sammy Oposo has been reported dead over the course of the past month. He was said to have suffered a heart attack in his house because he was hypertensive and he just slumped, and by the time he was rushed to the hospital, he was confirmed dead on arrival. This is very sad because he was a very young man, and people feel that the hypertension was arising from the social media dragging and bullying he received as a result of the reports where he was said to have fathered another child with another person that was not his wife. So now he made a public apology. He accepted that he did so. The rumors were in fact true, and then he deleted his social media. He was off social media for months and times until we discovered that the other day, that announced by his manager agent that he had slumped in his house and he had died. Now, the family has said that they should be allowed to grieve privately in this time, as they are trying to come to terms with the reality of their father, husband and brother being gone forever. Unfortunately, this is where I have to draw today's curtain on our news review segment of November, the entire month of November. Now, I will always remind you until you do it without me reminding you. Like, comment and share this video to everybody that you know. Comment all your views and opinions, reviews that we have had today right now. Like, comment and share your views, share your opinions, and share this video to everybody. Now, remember to stay safe, eat well, and enjoy the new month, and have a happy Christmas. You have so much to be thankful for. It's not easy to see the end of the year. Now, from Akwesato and Bloom TV Nigeria, bye.